Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, Lakeside observes Veterans Day, and Mr. Buege announces his retirement.
And Mr. Denoyer tells us about plans for new renovations. The Loop starts now.
Welcome back to the Lakeside Loop. I'm Jonah Osmankowski.
And I'm Logan Wenzel. With Veterans Day being this week, the Lakeside community wanted to show their appreciation for all who have served by inviting veterans to enjoy breakfast on Wednesday morning, followed by a special chapel service.
Today for Veterans Day, we had about 85 guests that joined us. 50 of them were veterans and the remainder were spouses and others that came along. We've had Veterans Day celebrations here for 17 years now, and in those times we've had different speakers, sometimes a news personality, sometimes a politician, and veterans. And the veterans are the best speakers because they speak from the heart. So today's speaker was not only a veteran, but also a member of one of our Federation congregations, and that's really a plus because then she can bring in the aspect of the Christian faith and Jesus into it as well. So that's a little bit about today's Veterans Day. It started when I first came here 19 years ago, and I don't think we had it the first year, but by the second year we had a Veterans Day celebration where we invited a politician to come in and speak to the veterans. And it grew over time from probably maybe 40 or 50 people up into pretty close to 100. Last year with COVID, obviously we couldn't have a Veterans Day celebration, but today we did, and it was a good crowd of around 85 that showed up.
To everyone who came on Wednesday and to all the veterans who are watching, thank you for your service.
Mrs. Schomer's freshman English class has been giving demonstration speeches this past week, but they're not all the classic how to make a PB&J sandwich. Take a look at some of the interesting topics the freshmen chose this year.
Which, if you have a name tag, that's probably better to put on, so like people know.
So in Mrs. Schomer's class, we had to choose a topic that we knew how to do well, and we pretty much just showed the class how to do it.
Arm, body, the eyes are pretty self-explanatory. All you have to do is divide the two.
And we had some interesting ones like how to groom a horse or walk a dog. It helps us be able to explain things better. That will help us later on in our lives.
Keep up the good work, freshmen. I'll bet Mr. Keel can't wait to see what you do for speech class junior year. Lakeside has always had students that have been interested in the ministry, whether it be preaching or teaching or being a staff minister. This Monday and Tuesday, students interested in the ministry visited the MLC campus. They toured the classrooms and the campus in hopes to make a more informed decision about their college options.
Lakeside's choir director, Mr. Buege, announced his retirement earlier this week. The Loop spoke with him about his time here and his future plans.
Getting up in years, I turned 95 this spring. Actually, no, not 95, I guess it's 70. But anyhow, it's been a while. I've been at Lakeside 28 years, 25 years with a cappella, so I want to finish strong. I came actually as an English teacher here the first years, and then was asked to help with choir my second year here, and then the choir director left. He took a call to become a principal, and we were unsuccessful with getting someone to take choir, and so I said, well, I'll take it for a year, and if you don't like it, you can kick me out, and I'll go back to teaching English full-time, and they haven't kicked me out, so I'm back. Lakeside is truly blessed to have dedicated teachers, and it's just been fun. That's all I can say. It's just been fun, and the kids have been fun to work with too. And that's what I'll miss most. This morning, one of the freshman choir, some kids, are we the reason you're leaving? And I said, no, you're the reason that this decision was so tough.
Thanks for all the things you have done for Lakeside, Mr. Buege. We hope your last year here is the best one yet.
Birthdays at Lakeside are special because the whole lunchroom, led by Mr. Grasby, will sing happy birthday for you. It brings a smile to people's faces, even if it isn't their birthday. Even though Jonah Hierholm couldn't be at school for his birthday, the lunchroom wanted to sing to him anyway.
Just had a little bit of time on my hands here, and I'm just hanging around with a few friends, but I looked at the calendar and I realized not only was it Thursday, but it's November 4th. You know what that is, don't you? It's her birthday. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Jonah's mom reached out to Mr. Grasby to share a picture of his reaction to the call.
We're glad we got to celebrate with you, Jonah, and we hope the rest of the day was great as well.
The fall band concert was held on Sunday, and there were many great performances.
This was the fall band concert that we do with a lot of grade schools around our area. These grade schools are from our federation, and they have kids who want to sign up, and they come in for what we call cadet band. This cadet band plays 2 pieces with us during the concert, and then during the concert they also have their own section where they kind of do their own thing and show off the talent that they have built with our band directors here at Lakeside. We also did our marching section of the concert, which is us redoing our field show, which we did during homecoming. I love marching band and I love what we do, and I think our field show, it looked pretty good for what we were able to accomplish in the time we had. We saw a lot of parents there, a lot of people, a lot of siblings, a lot of grandparents. People love coming out and seeing us because it really does sound great when you hear us all come together and play our concerts.
The next concert is the Christmas concert on December 19th, which will include both the band and choirs.
If you have walked through the atrium lately, you have probably noticed the pictures on the wall portraying the new bleachers, cafeteria, and entryway that Lakeside plans to complete these next few years. Mr. Denoyer tells us all about it.
Well, about a year ago, the leadership at Lakeside underwent a study to see what parts of our facilities could need some improvement. So the idea behind the West Gym renovation, which is really the first phase of this, is we want to give it more of an auditorium feel. It has to be functional as both a gym because we have Phi Ed classes in there and we hold athletic contests, but we also want it to give us a good auditorium feel since that's our site for worship and it's also where many of our fine arts performances are. Along with the West Gym project, we also want to update the cafeteria. The cafeteria is pretty much the way it was when it was originally built. We want to give it a fresh look with some new flooring, possibly some new ceiling and lighting and paint job, but we also want to expand it to fit more students. Right now our student body, which is continuing to grow, is packed in there pretty tight, so we are going to expand the cafeteria to the south about another 40 feet or so, which would give us space to seat another
100 to 150 students. Along with that, then we want to expand and build a more prominent front entryway so our visitors clearly know where to enter. We are going to complete these projects. First of all, we are not going to charge it to our families that pay tuition. It's not going to be a budgeted item. We're going to raise the money from generous donors, just like we had in the past. We use generous donors who support our school to reduce the debt and eventually eliminate the debt. We're going to rely on those same generous supporters to raise the money over the next couple of years to help us complete the project. The amount of money that we want to raise is $1.5 million. That would get us to completion. Well, we're going to start the campaign with the whole West Gym renovation being our Giving Tuesday focus. So for the next few weeks, we're going to have a little program where people can donate any given amount of money to sort of buy a seat, as we call it. They get their name placed on the auditorium visual that's out in our atrium. But we're hoping that gives us a good start. But you can contact Scott Grunholtz, our development director, anytime if you so desire to contribute to this project.
You can donate to the new renovations by going to the Giving Tuesday tab on the Lakeside website.
And now it's time for Federation Flybys. This week we have Peace Sun Prairie, Our Redeemer Madison, St. Stephen's Beaver Dam, and St. John's in Watertown.
We are the 3rd and 4th graders from Our Redeemer Madison.
We have a very exciting thing happening at our school. We built a new gym. We had a building project that allowed us to add classrooms to our new school and a gym. It has been awesome to have Phi-Ed in a gym. We are also able to host sporting events at our school. We are so thankful to God for this wonderful blessing.
3rd and 4th grade are having a science unit on plants. We put seeds in a baggie with a wet paper towel to let them germinate. Many seeds have already sprouted. We are going to plant the seeds in our terrariums later today. We hope to add millipedes and pill bugs to our terrariums as well.
We are the 4th graders from Peace Sun Prairie. Hi! At Peace, we have been preparing a prose reading story to present to our class.
First, we choose our favorite children's story, and then we time it to make sure it's 3 to 5 minutes long. In small groups, we're able to give positive feedback and share things that can be improved. Next, we worked on practicing reading our stories to the wall while also working on eye contact, gestures, and expressions.
Finally, we will perform in front of our whole class and our judge, Mrs. Shane here.
Our school is preparing for Living History Night. The 4th grade class was given the category Famous Wisconsinites. All of us researchers are famous Wisconsinites to learn more about them and what they're famous for. Each of us had to plan a costume and a prop to match our famous Wisconsinite.
Finally, on Living History Night, we'll talk in first person as we pretend to be our famous person as people watch.
Hi, my name is Blaine. I'm a 4th grader at St. Stephen's Beaver Dam.
Hi! We are doing a food drive during the month of November. Students in grades K-8 are bringing in non-perishable food items for the St. Vincent Food Pantry in town. At St. Stephen's Lutheran School, we are doing reading buddies on Friday mornings. In the beginning of the year, the 4th graders read to the 1st graders, but now the 1st graders have started reading with us.
Hello, I'm Amelia Pash. We are the 4th graders from St. John's, Watertown.
At St. John's, we're gearing up for the basketball season. We've been learning new skills at Phi-Ed, recess, and open gym. 4th through 8th graders are using their God-given abilities to learn basketball and have fun.
We are very grateful to have gotten new technology at St. John's.
Over fall break, 6 new Clever Touch boards were installed in our classrooms. It has been fun seeing all these things these new boards can do.
To do it. So let's honor our veterans.
Great work, guys. Thanks for visiting us.
And now, you're in the loop. I'm Jonah Osbankowski.
And I'm Logan Wenzel. See you next week.